In the early days, I believe it's actually really important to be desperate for traction. You want to be hungry, and desperate has a negative connotation, but I wouldn't worry about that. You are desperate. You have no traction in the early days. You need to get to some level, right?
There are a lot of challenges that you have to face when trying to basically get people to use your product. My friend Dorothy put it best. When you're a large established company and you're doing sales business developments, you're trying to get the best deal for your company at the table. But if you're a startup, you're just happy to be at the table even. So the hardest part about growing your startup is getting your first few users of your product. So for a startup, it's really hard to just get someone's attention.
I remember a year ago, we had just put out the first version of our beta SDK. We were in the middle of YC. Demo day was coming up in 2 months, and we were like, shoot, I don't know if we're going to get any games live before demo day.
When you're thinking about traction your initial user base, you really have to find the users that you're solving what's called a hair on fire problem. So if your hair's on fire, you want to solve that problem now, right? Find the people that are having that exact problem. You have to first and foremost figure out who your target audience is. So for us, we're building a technology that's really better suited for more sophisticated mobile games. So newer mobile games that have more action. You're not going to build a farm and video record that. The best thing to go do is, especially if you have a business-to-business type of company, go to those other companies and say, listen, we'll do some of this work for you.
We have to basically remove every reason for them to say no.
Make it so that they cannot say no, and that is how you're going to secure your first couple customers.
In order to get traction, we tried a lot of different things, and also tried at each point to find the right puzzle piece for our needs. So in the early days, we had to broadcast out to a lot of people. And so what we did is we took advantage of our friends who were running the Cocos 2D blog, and we got a blog post on their service, and that really helped us reach a lot of people. As we grew, it became really important for us to take the leads we had gotten and get them to go live with their game. So one of the things we tried to do there is as soon as someone signed up, we'd send them an email saying, so happy you signed up, what can we help you with?
As you're talking to your customers, to your users, listen to them. Make sure to listen, because that is how you're going to improve your product.
Depending on the type of product you're making, for us it's a developer tool. So basically, there are a lot of parts of the software integration that may be kind of tricky, and having a lot of people kind of tell you the problems that they ran into, if you can iron that out for the first 10 developers, the next 100 are going to have a lot easier time.
And you might realize that some of the problems they're having are very close to what you're already building, but you may need to tweak things a little bit. Or you can strengthen your relationship and add more products or features in the future.
One of the three of us was basically up at all hours of the day trying to answer emails that developers had as quickly as possible. But that's what we had to do to get into our first few games, and then go up to the next level.
The other way to get traction is to really take a step back and look at the market, right? Look at who you're competing with and try to understand what are they saying to their customers and figure out what's effective and what's not effective.
Our first goal was getting into 25 games. Then we wanted to get into 100 games. And then we wanted to get into games that had a lot of users so we could upload a lot of videos. Today, a year later, we're live in 100 games. We're recording tens of millions of videos every day. And our next goal is to get into 1,000 games and record 1 billion videos every day. So if you're a game developer that wants to join on this parade, we'd love to have you. And if you want to help build this system that's going to be on 1,000 games, that's going to be recording 1 billion videos every day, then we'd love to talk to you as well.